I'm starting to get it. My boyfriend got it, so now I have it naturally because we're in the same area. So that's why I look like this right now. Also, if you hear the air conditioning, I apologize in advance for any sound that may come, but there are 3 Canadians that live here and they really enjoy their igloos, so I'm sorry. But today I'm going to talk about something that I think we all enjoy right now, and that is Luke Cage. If you don't know what Luke Cage is, it is a Marvel TV series that is on Netflix. It is about a man named Luke Cage who was once a regular human and he was in prison for something that he didn't do. And then there's an experiment and he becomes like this big bulletproof man. And it kind of ties in with Jessica Jones because Jessica Jones knew Luke Cage and blah 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 blah. If you haven't seen Jessica Jones, then I would suggest doing so. Honestly, I am not the biggest Marvel fan. I will watch some stuff because I enjoy it, but I never read the comics, so I don't really know the storyline. In fact, the storyline kind of confuses me, so I'm always like, wait, so when did he meet Jessica? Wait, did this really happen? Like, what? It's confusing for me, honestly, so I just kind of watch it as a new fan that is enjoying it, but I'm not going to claim I know everything about it, so let's just get that out of the way. But we're going to talk about Luke Cage right now. We like to get the bad news out of the way first, so let's start with that. Really, I just have one problem with this that kind of like separates into little bitty problems, and that's really the pacing, the timing, how many stories they have set up for just one season. That I'm not a huge fan of in the show. I feel like there's just so many things happening at once that either didn't need to happen or just didn't need to happen yet, and there's too many characters. Like, say for instance, okay, this is when the spoilers come in, and I will tell you in the info box when the spoilers end. Okay? We'll make it fair. So if you've seen it, here you go. If you haven't seen it, this is your warning right now. For example, Cornell's death, Cottonmouth's death, I feel like it came out of nowhere and it was just too abrupt. Well, maybe not the length of the murdering, but that was probably fine, whatever. But I just felt like, why was it all of a sudden now? Like, I feel like his story was never really complete. After he dies, then Diamondback comes in, and I was sitting here watching it and thinking, who the hell is this guy? Like, I know they mentioned Diamondback a couple of times in the series, but like, I don't know, I felt like he came in too early. And then when he did come in, there was no real backstory. I felt like it took too long to get to the backstory. And then they just didn't show enough of it. Like, he suddenly comes in and he's like, oh my god, I have to kill Luke Cage. Like, damn this man to hell. And you don't really know why. And like, there's a very small summary of what happened back in the day, and all of a sudden that's why he wants to die. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I missed this part somehow, but like, all of a sudden it's, oh, you were the mistake, and I wasn't. Like, could we not have gotten like some sort of scene that showed the father like actually hating this guy or something for it to flow a little better? I don't know, maybe that's just me, but it's like they had too many stories that they wanted to create and cover, and they just didn't have enough time to do it, and they just kind of pushed it all into like one little episode. Well, they spaced it out a little bit, but it wasn't enough. It was just too rushed for me. That aside, I still very much enjoyed the show. There are lots of things I love about it. For example, with the whole, police brutality that's been happening forever, but obviously it's getting more attention because people are filming it now and stuff. Luke Cage is not a small man. He is not a small black man. He is a big, very muscular black man who society would, feel threatened by, police would feel threatened by, and they make this guy 100% bulletproof. Okay, maybe more like 99% bulletproof because you have the Judas, right? But they make him a hero. And yes, there are black people like Diamondback and the other henchmen that are obviously criminals, blah blah blah. But it's so nice and refreshing to see the biggest, muscular man who is black be a hero. He's seen as a hero in so many people's eyes. And he's bulletproof. You can't kill him. I mean, you'll probably be able to kill him with poison or something, but nobody's tried that yet. Maybe somebody will try that, second season, who knows. Like I said, I haven't read the comics, I don't know exactly what happens there. But I don't know, it's just so nice and refreshing. Also, you have other people of color that are there. You have Latinas, you have Asian people that are there. It was just so nice to see. And yes, they sprinkled in a few white people for the people that are like, oh my god, why are there no white people in the show? Because there's enough of us already. Variety. We want variety and we want diversity. That's good stuff. I also like that you have stories of the women that are there and they are not damsels in distress, which I don't mind if there's a damsel in distress, but most of the time, or some of the time, but it's just nice to see that every single one of them, yes, they might need help in some areas, which is fine, we're not all perfect, but they stand up for themselves, they have their own story, it's not just a fragment of this other main dude that's in the TV series, right? Like, Claire can take care of herself, and by the end of this TV series, she's already been fighting some people, but now she's going to take self-defense classes. You have Mariah, who, okay, she's a murderer, yes, but she can still stand her own ground. Priscilla stands her own ground. The lieutenant, I'm not entirely sure what title we're going here, but the other person before Priscilla can stand her own ground. Oh, actually, I'm going to go back to one thing that I did not like. This is normal with all kinds of TV shows that are supposed to be dramatic and filled with tension, but people who I like that end up dying, and then people who I don't like end up staying. Of course, that's normal. There's nothing you can do about it, but why did you have to kill Candace? Why? I knew it was going to happen. Otherwise, I guess it would be the end of Mariah, and they had to keep Mariah to keep the drama going, but it just makes me so sad. Also, did anybody else make Sons of Anarchy jokes throughout the show? Because Shades is Juice from Sons of Anarchy. And I've just been waiting for Clay or Jax or Opie to pop up somewhere. So that's pretty much all my thoughts on Luke Cage. I am excited for season 2. I don't know if they renewed it, but I'm gonna be surprised if they don't give the show a season 2, because if Netflix stops working because too many people are wanting to watch Luke Cage, you're probably gonna give it a season 2, otherwise people might riot online. If you watched Luke Cage, let me know. Go down in the comments. Fair warning, comments might not be spoiler free, so if you want to be completely spoiler free, I might avoid the comments. But who was your favorite character? Who didn't you like? How do you feel about Diamondback? I hate him so much. The guy who plays him is great. He's great. If you want to follow me on all my social media, links to that will be down below. If you want to help support my content monthly, be a patron. The link will be down below. Depending on the perk, you can get letters, gifts. I'm working on the perks really, but there's some stuff there right now. I upload every Monday and Thursday unless otherwise stated, and I will see you later. Bye.